Prima Media in Johannesburg, this is the Real Economy Report. Our top stories this week. We take a look at the proposal for the development of a 5,000 megawatt solar park in the sun-drenched Northern Cape. Prosthetics company Icexpress introduces a new Bionic Hand. And we talk to one of the world's biggest aerospace companies about the South African Air Force's new transport aircraft requirements. The South African government is inviting solar developers to invest in a new solar park near Uppington in the Northern Cape. Engineering News editor Terence Creamer spoke with Ministry of Energy advisor Jonathan de Vries about the initiative.
While we are committed to a solar park that is designed to achieve 5,000 megawatts over the 10-year period, our immediate objective is to secure 1,000 megawatts in this first phase, and so once we get through that, we can talk about following phases. And the idea of the solar park basically is to attempt to reduce the cost of solar power generation by going for scale.
Why has the Northern Cape specifically been identified as a good location for this park?
It's a very simple scientific thing. I mean, that's where all evidence shows and reveals that the DNI readings, the levels of solar radiation, they are amongst the best in the world and certainly the best in the country consistently. So it's a very practical matter of firstly the amount of sunlight consistently over the year period measured over many years, and then obviously is the question of the Orange River runs through it, so there's water access, and it's within the scope of Eskom's existing transmission plans. So without too much messing with grid planning, we can make a few tweaks and still scale up in an affordable way for grid access for the power producers.
What criteria do you think will be used to determine the mix of, say, a PV technology versus a solar thermal technology?
Yeah, I think, the main guiding principle in determining that mix will be grid stability and the combination required to ensure security of supply, and that means a combination between peaking technologies and baseload technologies. We're hoping that based on an analysis which will be made available publicly, over the 20-25 year period, it will be cheaper than coal, because coal prices are going to go up and the sun's not going to get more expensive. We will be able to start with the actual infrastructure of the park in 2011, start signing contracts in the first half of 2011 via Eskom and NERSA, and that would mean in the case of PV, in my view, that we can come on stream with the first park generation of power into the national grid by, all things being equal, the end of 2012, latest the first half of 2013.
Pretoria-based prosthetics company Icexpress has introduced a new Bionic Hand, offering advanced features for upper extremity amputees into the South African markets. Marianne O'Donnell has the story.
Icexpress launched the Bionic Hand at the Airports Company South Africa Disabilities Trade and Lifestyle Expo held in Johannesburg. The hand, which is manufactured by international prosthetics producer RSL Steeper, has advanced features and can be custom programmed to suit individuals through software and wireless technology. Icexpress CEO Johan Schneiders explains.
Well, the Bionic Hand is the first hand of its kind with 5 digits moving for an amputee. It allows the amputee multiple functions. Not only does it just have a standard pinch grip pattern, but allows the user to have a pinch grip as well as a fist. And then we can move the thumb around, so we can have a normal, like a key grip, but else also the client has got an option to open up the hand, and has got like an index finger point, so you can do stuff like working on ATM, typing, these kind of things. What makes the hand quite amazing for us as clinicians in the rehabilitation, upper extremity amputees that would normally just not use the arm, this allows a more user-friendly interface. It allows us to use single as well as double signal inputs, and then we can connect it with a computer on a Wi-Fi connection, and then we can adjust the speed of the hand, opening and closing, and also change the default settings on a user.
American aerospace giant Lockheed Martin is offering its new generation Hercules aircraft to the South African Air Force for its new strategic transport. Keith Campbell reports.
At the recent Africa Aerospace and Defence Show in Cape Town, I asked Jim Grant, Lockheed Martin Vice President, Customer Engagement for Air Mobility and Special Operations Forces Programs, what his company was offering South Africa in terms of equipment and offsets.
South Africa has a requirement to recapitalize their airlift fleet, maritime patrol, and aerial tanking. We're offering the C-130J-30 to support both the airlift and maritime patrol. We're offering the KC-130J to support their aerial tanking capabilities. From an offset perspective, we continue to visit all across South Africa to really understand the industrial capabilities here. Everything we've seen so far, we're enormously impressed with. We would fully expect as we move forward that the South Africa industry would be a partner with us on the support of the airplanes and very likely would participate in the production of several components for the airplanes.
That's Creamer Media's Real Economy Report. Join us again next week for more news and insight into South Africa's real economy.